For most of galactic history, every intelligent species learned the same lesson early in its development. Survival meant obedience. Obedience to physical laws, obedience to political hierarchies, obedience to limits defined by reality itself. Civilizations that respected those boundaries expanded safely, and civilizations that challenged them disappeared quietly. When humans entered the galactic record, analysts saw nothing exceptional. Their technology was inefficient, their societies unstable, their history filled with internal conflict and self-inflicted disasters. They were classified as an emerging species, unlikely to survive long enough to matter. The galaxy watched them the way one watches a temporary anomaly, curious but unconcerned, confident that time would resolve the problem without intervention. What those analysts failed to understand was that humans had never been good at obedience. Throughout their history, humans survived not because they followed rules, but because they adapted when rules collapsed. Their planets were hostile, their biology fragile, their environment unpredictable. And instead of evolving harmony, they evolved stubbornness. They questioned gravity, time, death, and meaning itself. Not because it was efficient, but because accepting limitations never felt natural to them. Where other species sought stability, humans sought possibility. The first sign that something was wrong came from a human research facility operating near a collapsed star. Sensors across multiple systems recorded energy fluctuations without source, spatial distortions without mass, and signals that appeared to arrive before they were transmitted. The collective dismissed the data as instrumentation failure. Human technology was known to be unreliable, and the galaxy had seen stranger glitches before. Then the station vanished completely, leaving no debris, no radiation spike, and no gravitational echo, as if the universe had simply decided it had never existed. Humanity reported the incident as a technical malfunction and continued their work. Soon after, a human vessel achieved what the galaxy considered impossible. It arrived at its destination minutes before it departed. Temporal inversion was not theoretical speculation, it was recorded fact. The crew did not celebrate, issue declarations, or announce breakthroughs. They adjusted their calculations and tried again. That was when the collective issued a formal warning instructing humanity to cease all experimentation involving temporal instability. Humanity acknowledged the order politely and ignored it entirely. Humans had discovered something deeply unsettling. Reality resisted change, but it resisted evenly, which meant resistance could be overcome with sufficient pressure. Other civilizations treated physical laws as sacred truths. Humans treated them as systems that had not yet been fully understood. They did not believe the universe was fragile. They believed it was negotiable. The true breakthrough occurred during a failure that should have killed everyone involved. A human test vessel collapsed into a spatial fault and entered a state that could not be categorized as survival. The crew existed long enough to observe their own destruction from within the collapse, long enough to perceive space-time adjusting itself around their awareness. They realized that observation was not passive. Consciousness was not simply measuring reality. It was shaping outcomes by participating in them. Reality was not enforcing rules. It was resolving disagreements between observers. Humans had spent thousands of years imagining impossible things. Gods who defied physics, worlds beyond death, powers unrestricted by natural law. Their minds were trained to hold contradictions without breaking. When the universe revealed that consensus mattered more than constants, humanity did not panic. They adapted faster than any species in recorded history. The collective quarantined human space immediately, but it was already too late. Observational vessels sent to monitor human systems reported cities, overlapping with alternate versions of themselves. Structures existing only when observed, streets leading into decades that had not yet occurred. Human technology was no longer building machines. It was editing probability. When the collective fleet finally entered human territory, they expected resistance or retreat. Instead, they found intact worlds devoid of people, infrastructure operating autonomously, and silence that felt deliberate. Then a message appeared across every channel simultaneously. Simple and unmistakable, humanity had stopped asking permission. What followed defied classification. The fleet's sensors did not fail. They contradicted each other. Distance collapsed and reasserted itself inconsistently. Weapons systems refused to lock because targets existed in multiple states at once. Orders were issued and reality interpreted them creatively. Humans appeared not as ships or armies, but as observers, manifesting where attention focused, speaking from empty space, from control panels, from the silence between seconds. They explained calmly that they had not ascended, uploaded, or become gods. They had simply removed the assumption that reality was in charge. Every civilization evolved to survive within rules. Humans evolved to survive broken ones. Chaos, uncertainty, and failure were their natural environment. When the universe revealed itself as flexible, humans optimized it. The collective attempted retreat. Some ships succeeded. Others were not destroyed or disabled. They were edited out of probable outcomes entirely. Their crews never experienced death. They simply never existed where they once had. The galaxy learned the truth too late. Humanity did not conquer space. They redefined what space was allowed to be. Now their influence appears everywhere as instability rather than empire. Star systems where probability behaves unpredictably. Species reporting dreams of blue planets they have never seen. Experiments that succeed only when humans are present to observe them. The collective no longer studies humanity to understand them. They study them to predict which version of reality they will wake up in tomorrow. Because the most terrifying discovery in galactic history was not human power. It was human restraint. Humanity could rewrite everything, and for now, they choose not to.